Hello, welcome to tutorial time. So glad you're here joining me today. It's a overcast day here in East Tennessee. I'll show you out there. I see the sun kind of peeking through the clouds now a little bit, but I can't mow right now. So I'm gonna make this video that I've been meaning to make for a while. It's of my song, Casual Friday on Sincerest Form of Flattery. And it's a bit of a goofy track, you might say. It's really fun to play, so you might enjoy it. I have actually gotten a few requests to make this video, which I'm very flattered by, and I'm sorry it's taken me so long to make this, but here we are today, and we're gonna get into it. Welcome to tutorial time. Tutorial time, tutorial time. It's tutorial time with all my friends. It's the only time of year. Oh, oh.
Tutorial time is brought to you by one of the biggest companies in the world.
By the way, go check out the album. Go listen to it. It's on Spotify. It's everywhere. Maybe you liked what you heard today. Maybe you want to hear more. Maybe you just have a morbid curiosity that just is like eating at you. And you're like, what does it sound like? You know, what does that album sound like? Maybe it's keeping you up at night. Maybe you haven't been able to sleep for a long time because you want to know what this album sounds like, but you just haven't brought yourself to click on Spotify or Apple Music or wherever music is streamed. Hit that play button, and finally that tight just bundle of nerves that's inside of you that won't let you rest will finally go away, and you'll find some peace in your life. It's worth a try. All right, so let's dive into it. Let's first talk about the harmony, the chords. So, and maybe the melody too at the same time. And then we'll talk about the rhythm, how to play this. So, here's the chords. It's an A flat, and it starts on the 4, this D flat 6/9 chord. And then this comping melody will have this 6 going down to the 5th. So, then you change this into a minor 6/9, same melody. Then we're to the 1. That's an A flat major 7, voice like this. And then for the melody, take these 2/4 and just do precisely that. That'll take us to E flat minor 9, voice like this. And then the 9th will come down to the root. So melody-wise, it'll go ba-na, and then A flat 7 with a flat 9, the 3rd going da as the melody, and then the 5th coming into so. And then the same thing again with a little syncopation thing. And then here you'll go in between those 4ths while you're on that 1. 1, da, da. And then to get you back to the beginning is this F7 flat 9. That being the melody note. So then you'll go back. The only difference on this second pass
is it goes to this G flat 7 with a 13. Right hand voicing is exactly the same as your D flat minor, so the left hand will just move up. Same melody thing too. So that's that section, and you saw it in the example. So let's talk about the B section now. That's how we start into it. It's 1, that's 2, that's 1 diminished, and then that's 1 again. And then that takes us up to the 4. Major 7. The melody is going to be going da 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 da, da 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 da, and then it's da, and then there's some inner voice movement. So that was 4, major 7, and then there's a 3, and then we sus. I'm gonna put the flat 6 in there too. And then it becomes a 1 as a major chord, as a dominant chord. And then we've got 2 as a dominant chord, voice like this, and just kind of groove on it. And then this little tritone will take us to 5. And that was just these major thirds coming down. So, okay, and then the next time through there's a slightly different melody. Instead of da-na, it goes da-na, da-na-na-na-na. And while that happens in the left hand, you go boo-doo-doo. So then you voice this 3 over the minor third, so it'll be like this. Okay, and then we sus again, but like this. So ba-da-da to the 3 and then 2. Same as before. And then to get back, we go diminished, 4 and on the E diminished, 4 and or you can think of it as D flat diminished. However you want to think about it. And then we're back. So that's the melody. Now let's talk about the harmony. Now we'll talk about the rhythm. This is the scary part. This is the hard part. For me, rhythm on piano, I've always been like, harmony, oh yeah, study harmony. And then you're like, oh yeah, if my rhythm's bad, it doesn't sound good. So this can be the hard part. But the premise of this is funky 16th, subdivisions and emphasizing and accenting certain ones with these inner voices pretty much. And one video that really helped me understand this was a video by Amy Nolte. Can't remember what it's called. It's something to do with like playing in a funky style. I'll link it in the description if I can remember. But the gist of it is playing a chord, a voicing, and then breaking it up and accenting those 16ths, like feeling those 16ths. So you can count in your head like 1E and a 2E, 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1. That's way different than like 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Just feels way different. That's why that style sounds like it does. So what I'm going to do is tell you right off that the melody part is the part that really, needs to stand out. Da, 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 just like with any song. This comping melody. There's another melody. Do, 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 but that's on top of everything. But this comping melody needs to stick out. How you accent, subdivide, funk it up is up to you. You might find other ways to make this funky. I have a kind of a stock way that I do it, and what I'll do now is I'll just play it slow, each part, and you can see what I do, and then you can also just take the principle and expound on it. You can maybe do different things. So here's what I do. I'm going to play it slow, and notice these inner notes that I'm going to just be throwing in. And so on. So do with that what you will. Transcribe it exactly if you want, because that'll just get you rolling. Let's talk about the next part. The next part's going to be a little less busy in terms of all the different individual notes, but here's how it would go. And then yeah, so you notice on that section it's a little less busy. You just kind of take these, and as you're playing this melody, let the melody determine your hits. And then just accent in between with the left hand. And there you have it. Hopefully that's enough to get you started. Thanks for the people on the channel who requested this tutorial. I appreciate it. I'm glad you like the song. And yeah, so thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching tutorial time. I think I'm going to be able to mow. Here comes the sun. All right. Thanks, guys. Tutorial time. Tutorial time.